good afternoon. Welcome to ISTV News. I'm Tribula Kangabo. And in the top stories, we got 24-hour bandh called by JAC in protest against killing of 2 innocent laborers and ruthless trashing of a 12-year-old student by KRF affects normal life. And now the news in detail. The 24-hour statewide bandh called by the JAC along with the help of the people in protest against the brutal killing of 2 innocent laborers and ruthless trashing of a 12-year-old student by the cadres of Kuki Revolutionary Front KRF has greatly affected normal life in Manipur today. Khwaremband Market and all business establishments in Imphal City remain closed due to the bandh. The interstate bus service and other passenger service vehicles stayed off the roads. No class was conducted at the educational institutions, including the Manipur University. All examinations were reportedly postponed. Attendance in the government offices was visibly thin. However, no untoward incident has been reported so far from anywhere in the state. Yet, bandh supporters were seen busy enforcing the bandh at various places, piling up any material available that could act as barriers on the roads and even setting on fire any inflammable objects on the street. At the same time, Manipur police personnel were seen deployed at strategic places as a precautionary measure to prevent any undesirable incident. On the other hand, blanket prohibitory orders under Section 144 CRPC had been promulgated in Patsoy areas from 11:30 a.m. yesterday. Under the prohibitory orders, people of Patsoy areas have been informed not to move out of their respective houses and stay indoors until further orders. As part of the nationwide protest agitation against the new land acquisition bill recently introduced by the NDA government led by Narendra Modi in Manipur too, the CPI Manipur State Council organized a mass procession in the streets of Imphal City today. The procession set out from the office of the CPI Irava Bhawan on BT Road and converged at Iboyay Masumang Lila Sanglen at Palace Compound, where a rally was held. Secretary of CPI Manipur State Dr. M. Nara, former Minister N. Mangi, L. Thoiren, L. Sotin Kumar and many other leaders and party members took part in the procession. Speaking at the rally, Dr. M. Nara said, Manipur has not got any benefit out of the various schemes launched by the NDA government so far. While the people of Manipur have been demanding repeal of OSPA, the NDA government led by Narendra Modi seems to have encouraged the enforcement of the draconian law still more, Dr. Nara lamented.
I'm ready.
Teloro.
Editor car late.
Some say hujikpudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy.
Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung daso align straight oina laina bagidamag.
Wow, hujiksu straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock top you, rock top you.
And now some national and international news. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi on Friday undertook Padyatra in Adilabad district of Telangana to console families of farmers who committed suicide due to financial distress. The Congress leader launched his walkathon Kisan Sandesh Yatra on Friday morning from Korakatala village, about 4 kilometers from here. Clad in a white kurta pajama, the Gandhian walked along with party leaders including Congress General Secretary Digvijay Singh and top functionaries of the party's Telangana unit. He visited the house of Velma Rajeshwar and Bandla Lingana, farmers who committed suicide following huge crop loss. He also met their wives and children of the farmer and consoled them. Rahul, who arrived there on Thursday night after landing at Nagdent in neighbouring Maharashtra, will cover 5 villages in his 12-kilometer Padyatra. He will also interact with the farmers and will visit a few agricultural fields. In a gruesome incident, a man brutally murdered his mother, wife and daughter before attempting suicide in Hyderabad early on Friday. The incident occurred at Sainagar in Balapur area on the city's outskirts. S. Ramiz Reddy stabbed his mother Subhadra, 65, wife Radhika, 40 and daughter Asakya, 14, to death when they were asleep around 4:30 a.m. Reddy's elder daughter Pradyuska escaped by locking herself inside the kitchen. He escaped from the scene and later attempted suicide by jumping into a well. However, police rescued him and later took him into the custody. A property dispute in the family is said to be the reason behind the brutal killings. In a major breakthrough, India and China signed a record 24 agreements worth $10 billion on Friday. The agreements include those of education, railway cooperation, among others. Protocol for setting up consultants general at Chengdu and Chennai besides an MOU on consultative mechanism for cooperation in trade negotiation were among the 24 agreements signed. An action plan between the Indian Railways and China National Railways on enhancing cooperation in the railway sector was also signed. An MOU on education exchange program and space cooperation outline were also signed. In a joint press conference after signing of the details, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "We have a historic responsibility to turn this relationship into a force of good." A quake measuring 5.5 on the Richter scale on Friday jolted Nepal, reeling in the aftermath of major tremors last month and earlier this week, which caused massive damage and claimed more than 8,000 lives. The epicenter of Friday's quake was in Dhading district, 52 km from Kathmandu, the Himalayan Times reported, quoting Lok Vijaya Adhikari, chief of the National Seismological Center. A trembler on Tuesday, measuring 7.3 on the Richter scale, with its epicenter in Dholaka district, rocked Nepal, which was yet to recover from the April 25 shocks. The Tuesday earthquake's toll has risen to 117, with 2,760 others injured, taking the overall toll since the devastating April 25 trembler to over 8,300, with over 17,000 injured. The wreckage of a U.S. military helicopter that went missing with 8 people on board while delivering aid in earthquake-hit Nepal has been found near the Chinese border, the Nepalese army said today. Major General Binod Basnet said the helicopter, which was disappeared on Tuesday, had been spotted from the air in a remote forest around 70 kilometers northeast of Kathmandu. The U.S. military said earlier that the UHY-1 Hui was carrying 6 U.S. Marines and 2 soldiers from the Nepalese army when it went missing during a relief flight in eastern Nepal. Officials said there is no information of any survivor. J. Jayalalitha has called a meeting of her AIADMK legislature next Friday amid reports that she is ready to return as Chief Minister after being acquitted in a corruption case this week. The party announced today that Jayalalitha will meet all legislators on May 22nd at 7 a.m. She is likely to be elected leader of the legislature party as a lead-in to take her over. Sources said Jayalalitha is hoping for some clarity by then on whether the Karnataka government will file an appeal in the High Court against her acquittal. Special Public Prosecutor B.V. Acharya had recommended to the Karnataka government to file an appeal. Acharya has flagged what he claims is a major miscalculation by the judge in clearing Jayalalitha of charges of accumulating wealth disproportionate to her known sources of income during her first term as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And before we wind up the top stories once again, 24-hour bandh called by JSC in protest against killing of 2 innocent laborers and ruthless trashing of a 12-year-old student by KRF affects normal life. Well, thank you so much for joining with us and stay tuned for more news.